Welcome back. Number 27 on the top 100 underrated R&B songs list. I got Caron Wheeler. Caron Wheeler, Living in the Light, 1990. This was a top three hit, 1990. This is another example of an artist who was part of a group Soul to Soul, Jazzy B, and those individuals that was in that group. She's another example. Like I talked about in other videos about um, with Morris Day. Morris Day was part of the time. He goes on his own. He makes a song called Fishnet. Becomes a hit. He showed that he could hold his own without being under the umbrella of a soul of a group like the time. Same thing with Karen Wood. She wasn't under the umbrella of Soul to Soul. Michael Jackson, he wasn't fit just to be in a group. He had to do his soul thing. That's where he exploded. Justin Timberlake, Teddy Pendergrass, people that was in a group had a lot of success, yes, but they were just better off being solo artists. And you see that with Karen Willis. She was able to branch out, have a solo thing going on with Living in the Light. This is a great song. I remember this. They had a video for it. Really good. It was a hit. And she showed that she could stand out outside of the umbrella of Soul to Soul. Jazz B and those guys, so whoever's in the group. So let's break down why this song is underrated. Let's get into it. This is number 27 on the top 100 underrated R&B songs. Solo single, very underrated masterpiece, man. Blended deep social, political commentary on displacement and survival with hypnotic, sophisticated neo-soul production. Overshadowed her massive global hits with Soul to Soul. The track remains a cult favorite for its brilliant lyricism and vocal subtlety. The lyrical weight of this song is that the song addressed cultural displacement, survival, and the echoes of history, children of nature, stolen from the center of the world, rather than standard pop romance. Her vocal delivery will use a soft, cashmere-like tone that feels seductive yet piercing, avoiding over-singing in favor of deep emotional control. And the thing that stands out about this song right here, that this song was produced by, hip hop artist, Africa Baby Band of the Jungle Brothers. He produced this. He layered classic hip hop breaks and dub infused street percussion, leave a lush R&B groove. So you had Africa Baby Band doing something on this, made this song innovative. So it's overlooked, man. It's under the shadow of Soul to Soul, got the funny gold smash like Back to Life, Keep on Moving. The soul material face high concept expectations that mainstream radio strove to characterize, had a niche appeal like commercial dance pop of the early 1990s. UK Black leaned into heavy, uncompromised nationalist, philosophical themes. So that's what made this song what it was. And that's why I put it on the list as a underrated song, because it's underrated. So even more, this is underrated because again, political lyricism and the video production that was overshadowed by the commercial set that was pop success from her former group Soul to Soul. The song was released in August of 1990 as lead single from her debut soul album UK Black. The song achieved initial success on urban contemporary charts, but rarely gets the same mainstream nostalgia coverage today as other 90s R&B staples. Again, the shadow Soul to Soul. Before going solo, she was doing her thing. She's the iconic voice and face of all the hits. Keep on moving, Back to Life. You know what I'm saying? Like those records defined the global neo soul and dance pop landscape of 1989. Mainstream audiences heavily associate her voice with dance-friendly club tracks. When she transitioned into a solo artist, from a single to a much more niche, specialized path that radio stations didn't know how to market. So this song was very unapologetically political. With this song "Living in the Light," a spiritual anthem about cultural survival. The track directly references the display of African culture, the human historical trauma of slavery, and the concept of reparations. So this song was ahead of its time. And then you talk about, she's calling for the children of nature to seek inner truth, preserve their identity, but that society built to suppress them. In the contrast, this heavy radical messaging stood in stark contrast to the lighthearted mainstream New Jack Swing music of the era. Again, African Reggae Man produced this song alongside Trio Blacksmith. The track lyricates highly foundational samples, actually ropes clipped by the Soul Searchers and Take Me to the Mardi Gras by Bob James. Actually ropes clipped by the Soul Searchers. That's for the Chris drum break and different strokes by Syl Johnson. So again, this was a great song. That's why I did it. Yep. That's all I gotta say, man. I'm done. I am done. Get that on music video. Yep, that's it, man. I'm done. So I'll be back about 5 minutes. See one on the countdown. Be at number 26. Thanks for hitting the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Talk to you soon.